Yeah. And they bang. You push back, you better not ever try it again. Don't play with me. Show 'em my watch, mama. This little top. I got that shit in my pants, got that shit in my lungs.
NBA Youngboy has been going through a lot of changes over the last year or so, not the least of which was due to an arrest he had that eventually got mitigated to serving house arrest time in Utah, which is definitely a choice. However, things seem to be going well for NBA Youngboy as he's been finding himself and trying not to do harm to himself or others. But that doesn't mean that the rapper inside of him isn't itching to get out, as he makes plenty of tracks at his new house, and one of those tracks has come out, and it's a big old diss track on his enemies. We'll break it down for you, but first be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. The diss track. NBA Youngboy has taken aim at Drake, J. Cole, and Lil Yachty on his fiery new track, The Industry Part 2. The Baton Rouge rapper released his latest album, Richest Op, on Friday, which includes a song loaded with lyrical darts at several big-name rappers. Youngboy starts off by calling Drake a bitch and his enemy, referencing the Six Gods relationship with Lil Durk and claiming that he refused to work with him despite praising his music. Talked to Drake cross FaceTime. He wasn't feeling me. Told me that he f***ed with Durk. Damn, that shit was getting to me. Told me that he likes the shit I'm doing, but can't do shit with me. So when we cross our ways, fuck what you say, bitch, you my enemy. He snarls. Drizzy has collaborated with Durk, Youngboy's bitter rival, numerous times in recent years, including on 2020's Laugh Now Cry Later and his Certified Lover Boy album Cut in the Bible. NBA Youngboy then goes on to call out J. Cole, who appears on Durk's new single All My Life, which also arrived on Friday. He calls J. Cole a hoe for apparently ghosting him after they made plans to work together. Jay a hoe. That played it cold like he was going to do a feature. So I texted his line, a muscle sign, I swear it's gonna be nice to meet you. He raps. There's a little more going on here than NBA Youngboy is saying though, as DJ Academics claimed in March 2021 that J. Cole waited 8 hours in the studio for NBA Youngboy, but he never showed up. J. Cole waited in the studio for 8 hours for Youngboy to show up. Academics said, Youngboy didn't show up. Facts. These are facts. Your favorite rapper, J. Cole? He sat in the studio for 8 hours for a session with Youngboy. Youngboy never showed up. Let me be fair to Youngboy. No disrespect to J. Cole. J. Cole's just a rapper. He added, Youngboy be going through shit. He's living life. He's going through shit. Youngboy said, yo, my energy is not fit to be in the studio with that guy. It wasn't about J. Cole. It was just that he, and personally what he was going through, wasn't fit to be in that environment. While that is understandable in context, that's still wrong to be mad at J. Cole for singing with someone else when he gave Youngboy a chance to do a collaboration and he didn't show. NBA Youngboy caps off the Venomous track by calling out Lil Yachty over his prior relationship with City Girls JT. Bitch, play with me. Lil Yachty mad about JT. Play with me. Half y'all ain't got more money than me. He spits. So yeah, that happened. And as you might expect, many are waiting for responses to drop. The reply. While neither Drake nor J. Cole have responded, Yachty took to Twitter shortly after the album's release to react to Youngboy's diss. The Atlanta rapper posted a short clip of 50 Cent asking in disbelief, I mean, what'd he say f me for? Youngboy replied with a video of his own, in which he claimed Yachty had checked him for shooting a shot at JT when they were still together. Yachty crazy than a mother. Hey, bitch, you got me laughing over here, boy. Bitch, you know why I said that. You called me talking about that crazy ass girl, boy, he said before laughing. Mama, that bitch really checked me about that girl. That bitch checked the gangsta, man. If I am mistaken, bruh, you say you'd X me out trying to talk to your bitch. And I was confused, cause you a hoe and you was coming at me like I ain't really do that. He added, I got mental problems over here, and I got too much money. You might as well stay the fuck out of my way. So yeah, that also happened. And there's likely gonna be much more discourse about that. So make of it what you will, because you know that NBA Youngboy will have thoughts. The interview. To go alongside the release of his new album, NBA Youngboy did an interview with XXL magazine about the collection and other topics that came up associated with it. For example, as noted, he released it at the same time that rival Lil Durk was going to drop something. Was that a coincidence? It really wasn't something that I had just planned. Youngboy tells XXL about Richest Op. I felt disrespected about something that went on. It was then just for somebody else to be promoted. So I felt like, don't play with me. I stay ready. So I'm just laying down my law and letting it know I'm here to stay. It's my game and my rules. Another thing that was brought up was the musical sales that he had gotten with his latest release. DJ Academics made a tweet about it and it didn't paint Youngboy in a positive light. So he said during the interview that there's more going on in the industry besides physical sales. It's really like this when it comes to the numbers. Youngboy began. I feel like, man, music don't even sell all that shit like it used to sell anymore. It's so much more shit behind this internet, behind the DSP and sales and all that shit. It's so much behind that shit that people don't even know about, that I ain't even finna explain because I don't give a fuck about it. He's not wrong on this one. In past years, the only way you'd get music was through buying things like CDs and tapes or records. But now, digital sales are much easier and simpler to have and own, and they don't clog up any physical space, only digital. That's why many artists ensure that they get paid good money for streaming their songs, and some get exclusive deals to only put their music on certain platforms. Guys like Eminem used to sell millions of copies of their albums when they debuted, but nowadays you'd be lucky if a rapper broke 100k physically. It's just the times we're living in. Touching on what rap actually means to him, YB continued, I rap. Man, rapping is my therapy and that's how I feed my family. That's what I do it for. I don't give a fuck about no sales, and I just had to let him know that you can't even manipulate me with that shit. So stop even trying to throw that statement out there. I'm paid. But some are still wondering about the release date issue. So is Youngboy Never Broke Again and Lil Durk's album release date a reincarnation of when 50 Cent was dropping Curtis while Kanye West's graduation was due to arrive on the same day back in 2007? Not in Youngboy's mind. Hey, it's us, never them. Youngboy replied when asked if the release was a coincidence. Focus on who mattered. That album, you heard me? Tell him top coming and that's all that matters. Ironically, Lil Durk only dropped a single instead of an album on May 12th and moved the album release to the 26th, likely to ensure there was no conflict. You might hear the verses of NBA Youngboy and think that violence and conflict is what he wants, but ever since moving to Utah, he claims he's found another path. According to Youngboy, he's actually been the one to promote less violence first. He firmly told XXL, when it comes to my Stop the Violence campaign, I look at it like dirt, like this. Don't speak on that because you're not a part of that. You don't support that. So as all this is going on, man, don't bring up my Stop the Violence campaign, because at the time I'm on it. Wasn't nobody with that shit, bruh. So I'm still in my own lane, he said vehemently. And I'm still with my campaign, you heard me? But hey man, it's gotta be known. Stay the fuck out of my way and don't mention my name. It's my game, my rules. Regarding YB's Stop the Violence campaign, he shared with Billboard earlier this year that he's apologetic for the volatile impact his music has had on fans and vowed to clean whatever I can clean, but it's gonna take time. Just like it took time for me to get to that point. NBA Youngboy also posted a video on social media where he was promoting his anti-violence campaign in November of last year. He captioned the clip, I'm dead serious. That shit for the birds. Focus on winning in life, bro. Hashtag stop the violence. Hashtag please, if you support me. While it's nice to see him saying these things, it's hard to deny that he's still got beef with Lil Durk and others. The beef. Youngboy and Durk's long-standing beef dates back several years, presumptively around 2020, prior to the November 6, 2020 death of King Von, who was signed to the Chicago rapper's OTF label and was killed by Lil Tim, an affiliate of rhymer Quando Rondo. Rondo is a signee on YB's Never Broke Again label. As time progressed, the feud brewed into subliminal disses from Durkio. Many believed his 2022 track, Aha, takes aim at YB and his Never Broke Again collective. Youngboy aggressively fired back on the song I Hate Youngboy, referencing Durk's late cousin, OTF Nunu. Lil Durk's girlfriend, India Royale, and Youngboy also traded shots at one another via social media in March. At the time, Durk and India were on the outs. That didn't stop her from defending the father of her child. Just last week, following academics stating that Durk and YB's beef was no more, Durkio posted on social media, I am friends with note, an amused face emoji. Stop it. No name was mentioned, so the message was an apparent subliminal. Days later, YB sounded off on both Durk and academics on Instagram Live. At Lil Durk, you a bitch and you a nasty ass. And it's shown. And at academics, you a pure fat hoe whose mouth gonna be the reason you from now on invalid, YB wrote. At Lil Durk, LOL. You ever realized you only get a buzz when one of your friends die? Think about it, scary bum bitch. You know I ain't lying, haha, hashtag fact. So yeah, there's still some issues there, but at least there won't be a war of music based on two albums dropping at the same time. As a result, we'll have to see where things go. And there you have it, everyone. A look at the disses that NBA Youngboy dropped in his new track and whether he's trying to provoke a war between him and his rivals once again. Do you think that this proves that NBA Youngboy hasn't learned his lesson? Or do you think that this is merely his way of being true to who he is? Will his foes respond to these disses? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.